thing with Jordan Travis is we don't really get to see him be at his best ability. We don't get to see him at his best because like you just have such a lack of talent in that receiving room, Brenton, that to me, his arm talent, I really don't think he's as limited as even you might be alluding to. I really think like I'm not saying he's Aaron Rodgers or something like that. Like, he doesn't have the most insane arm talent in the world, but he has more than enough arm talent to me to where he is a fringe NFL guy. If things break the right way, I think he's going to get that interest at the pro level because of the tools that he has available to him. Yeah.
If he takes another step forward this year, I don't think that's I don't think it's out of bounds to be like, oh, there's some NFL skills. It doesn't mean he's going to make it in the NFL, right? That just means like someone would say, hey, he can get the ball downfield. He's got some nice charisma to him, and he's athletic. Oh, and he's gotten better year over year. Like, if you combine all those things, then yeah, I think someone would roll the dice in him at some point or another, whether it's late in the draft or undrafted free agent. Like, yeah, I'm with you. He has gotten, I mean, from when he got here in 2019, I remember that spring, Ben, like him throwing in the wind was hard to watch. Like, the wind was kicking his ass, and there were people inside the program like, this kid just doesn't have it. And you saw his confidence torpedo. And what Kenny Dillingham and Mike Norvell did with him was one of the more impressive things I've seen covering this program in terms of just turning around a fractured, broken player and making him, in my opinion, serviceable, but in my opinion, like, good. Like, he's a good Power 5 quarterback, or at least right there in that conversation. People who think he's part of the issue, people who think he's hindering the offense, I don't think they know what they're looking at in the full scope of things. Sorry, I know that's condescending, but like, I don't think there's anyone around college football who thinks Jordan Travis is a bad quarterback. That's a you problem at that point if you think he's hindering the offense.
No, I 100% agree with you. I think it's actually the opposite, that the offense or the lack of talent around him might be hindering him. Travis, right? And that's always been the thing with me, especially, I mean, this offseason, right? We saw the improvement in the receiving room, but they don't have a number one wide receiver. They have a guy who's going to be a number one wide receiver, but they don't have true receiving talent to be able to really show off what Jordan can do. And I don't think he'll even get that. He's just not going to get that opportunity in his career at FSU. And I think that's unfortunate because I think he's a really talented player.